Professor Shevska.
Where?
We're all about to go to class because, Dad, what is the one document if you're buying a car you ultimately end up having to sign?
The one?
I mean, one of many.
Okay, the buyer's order, which
buyer's
gives you
order.
a breakdown of what you bought, the VIN number, who's buying it, the address of the person buying it, the miles that are on the vehicle, and
It's like the single source of truth for your car deal, right?
well, it's yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I don't know. The single source of truth, yes, since that's probably not your salesperson. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do in this video. We had a community member, a Your
Yes.
Auto Advocate community member. We've taken off his information from the
Okay.
actual buyer's order, obviously.
Okay.
Sent in a buyer's order from CarMax. And I sent
Okay.
it over to my dad, and I asked him for his comments and thoughts. And the first thing you said was, this is the most immaculate and in-depth buyer's order I've ever seen.
It is, because they have so many lines with all the information you could ever hope, with the breakdown of the costs and the pricing for it's really very thorough.
So if you're in the market to buy a car, if you ever think you're going to buy a
Yes.
car, if you know someone who's buying a car, eventually they're going to have something like this. Probably not as in-depth, but something like this in front of them.
Very similar to this.
Send them this video before they buy, before they sign. It's going to be 10, 15 minutes. You can learn from my dad. You're going to understand what you're looking at,
Professor Shevska.
a.k.a. my dad.
Okay.
All right, Pops, let's break it down. So obviously we took the buyer's information. There's no
Yes.
co-buyer on this. So that's all
Yes.
my info, whoever's buying
Yes,
it.
or whoever's buying the vehicle. Then the first thing you want to check is you want to make sure that the proper car is listed and that the miles that are on the car are accurate to what were on the car when you got back from your test drive, assuming, of course, that you went on a test drive. But even if you didn't drive the car, you should have gone out to look at the car, and you should have, when you looked at the car, checked the odometer to see what the exact miles were on the car. Because, well, it would be awfully nice if that matched what was on the
So there
buyer's
are
order.
some implications there. If the vehicle,
Yeah.
like obviously this is a CarMax buyer's order, so it's a used car. Used cars can still have manufacturer and new car warranty.
Absolutely.
So that's a big reason why you want to make sure it has the right mileage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So then we've got over here no liability insurance included, no trade-in credit for this particular
Yeah,
vehicle.
because there was no. But if there was a trade,
Okay.
the trade would be listed. The vehicle, the year, make, model, VIN number.
Yep.
The exact miles that are on the trade, because you have to sign for that.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm assuming this must have been a cash deal because they didn't require the person to provide insurance. If it's a finance deal, you always have to provide insurance because, well, the bank's collateral has to be insured before you drive it off the lot. God forbid you get hit by a Mack truck as soon as you pull out of the CarMax dealership.
Mack truck. Limited warranty. So this is important that we actually call this out. So, for example, when you there are two entities in the world that can sell warranties: the manufacturer, the OEM,
Yeah.
and the dealer or the entity selling a vehicle.
Yes.
All third parties sell what are called vehicle service contracts. In this case,
Yes.
CarMax offers a 90-day or 4,000-mile limited warranty.
Yes.
They also, of course, sell, I think it's called Max Care, their
Yes.
vehicle service contracts. Get a quote from us if you're going to buy one, but that's what this is outlining is, okay, there's actually a 90 day.
So it's 90 days or 4,000 miles, whichever occurs first.
Yep. Then
So
legalese.
if you happen to be a drug dealer and you drive 4,000 miles the first week, well, then your warranty's up.
Professor Shevska
So there you have it.
at an accredited university near
yeah,
you.
Yeah, the University of Hard Knocks.
And there you go, Pops. We can see as we scroll down limitations of warranty. We
Yes.
don't necessarily get into all that, but
Yes.
you can see it was a cash deal. That
Yeah,
was what was
see?
checked.
Look at that. How did I know? Because there was no insurance listed.
Pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we break down the itemization of the purchase?
Okay, so it's
What are you looking at?
Well, with CarMax, it's whatever their asking price is because, well, you can't negotiate at CarMax. So this particular vehicle, they were asking $24,998. And then you're looking to see if there's any accessories that they've added. In this particular case, there are none, so it's zero. And then you go to the additional charges, such as the Tennessee title fee, which is $5.50, Tennessee registration fees, which are $34.50. It'd certainly be cheaper for me to register my car in Tennessee.
I will call out the state of California. I've
Yes.
seen some buyer's orders from the state of California. it's even longer than this. It
Well,
goes
that's
to
because
like
they have a
double
lot
X
more
and double Y.
Yeah, they have a lot more taxes
and those fees are not negotiable.
They're state fees,
Yep.
state, county, city fees.
Exactly.
And so you have to pay them. So
and this is why we tell people to focus on the out the door price.
Yes.
Because next thing you know,
that
there's
includes
$2,000.
Look at that. But $1,843 of it is
Sales tax.
Is Tennessee sales tax.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So then the total price
Is $26,970. Now, if there was a trade allowance, that would be listed here as to whatever the trade allowance would be.
Let's break down what these words mean, if you don't mind.
Okay, total trade-in credit amount. So that would be, let's say the gentleman had a trade and it was worth $10,000. So
Yeah.
it would show $10,000 there. Then it would, the amount where it says discharge of lien on trade-in, that would be the payoff. Okay, so if the payoff was 11,500, there
When you
would
say
be
payoff, that's remaining balance on the loan.
that's owed to the bank to clear the title on the trade-in.
On the trade-in.
Okay, so the amount of trade-in to buyer would be a negative $1,500 in that case. But let's say the trade allowance was $10,000 and there was no bank loan or lien against it, so the total amount of credit would be $10,000.
Yep.
And as you get further down to D, you can see where the apply to equity. So if there was no lien, it would show $10,000.
Yep.
If there was a lien, then that would show how much the lien was, and that would be added into the bottom line total.
Yep. So ultimately, in this case, it's pretty clean, pretty
Yes,
simple.
Because it's a cash deal.
Exactly.
Yes, with no trade.
And the fact that there is a cash deal, no down payment, nothing like that, that's going to
if
reduce
it's a cash
the
deal,
principal.
they don't care if you have insurance or not. It's on you. And then if you scroll further down, you can see that there's a section for safety recalls. And this is acknowledging that there might be safety recalls on the vehicle. And if they are, they would recommend that you would get those handled at your earliest convenience, since, well, they hadn't taken care of it for you.
Then we have the final portion.
Yes.
The meat and potatoes of the buyer's order outside of the itemization of the cost.
Yes.
This is typically where you're going to see as-is statements.
Yes.
Especially if you're buying a used car, or exclusively, I guess, if you're buying a used car. You're
Yeah.
buying it as is,
Yes.
which every state's different, but in most states that means whatever you just bought, you bought.
There's typically a separate form. There's an FTC sticker that's required that has the vehicle and the VIN, and it says if there's any remaining factory warranty, and if there is none, there's a box that says as is, and if it's checked as is, then you have to sign that you understand you're buying the car without any warranty or merchantability other than the 90-day 4,000-mile CarMax warranty. And then my favorite part is the arbitration provision, where you can't sue them. It has to go to arbitration if you have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're signing away your right to be able to sue them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commencing arbitration.
Yes.
All sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah. And when you think about it, this CarMax is all that remains of Circuit City. Okay.
Most people probably don't know that.
Yeah.
CarMax was spun out of Circuit City.
Yes. Yeah, it was somebody had this brilliant idea at Circuit City that said we should go into the car business.
It was better idea than being Circuit City.
The CarMax is still in existence and Circuit City is not.
If you get buyer's orders, if you get out the door worksheets, you're confused by them.
Yes.
Come back to your auto advocate, become
Absolutely.
a part of the community, join us for the live streams. We'll break down even more of them. But for now,
yes,
that is step by step.
Yes.
How to break down a buyer's order.
Yes. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email or a
text. Snapchat.
You're not getting my text, but shoot us an email, and we'll be more than happy. I do read all the emails that I get. I don't necessarily respond to them all, but I do read them all, and if it's worthy of a response, you'll get one.
And if you know someone who's doing this, share this video with them. Hopefully it can be helpful.
Yes. Share this with all your friends.
Thanks, Pops.
Thank you, Hanson.